Hi, this is Power Tank Steve, and I'd like to show you some monster valves today. Here I want to talk about our Power Tank monster valves. This is a product that we designed, and the concept behind the product is to deflate tires, deflate large tires as fast as possible. This monster valve is put in as a second valve in your wheel, and you can go into an aluminum wheel or a steel wheel. And you don't even have to take the tire off. You're just drilling a hole, tapping that hole with some threads, and screwing the thing in. So it's really an easy install. The monster valves are recommended for only guys with 35-inch tires or larger because it is a really fast deflation product. And the way it works is pretty simple. We've got a 7000 series aluminum stem, which is made for rigidity, and so it's really tough. You can hit it with rocks and it won't break. And then it has a collar. The collar is essentially to stop the air from coming out of these holes, and the collar just simply screws up to open up and let the air out, and then goes back down when you're at the pressure you want. There's a cap which is to seal all the bad stuff out, but it also has a second feature, which is a core removal tool. So if you ever did get some debris or sand caught in here and it wasn't closing all the way, you can take that core out with a core removal tool, clean it out, put it back in. All of our monster valves come with a monster chuck, because this is the only way that you're going to be able to get air back through a monster valve. If you lose this, you still have your second valve, your standard valve, to air up your tire. But this is what's going to really increase your inflation speed, especially if you're using a Power Tank air system, or let's say a larger Kilby belt-driven compressor where you've got a lot of flow rate. And the way this works is it clips onto here, and then you've got a valve here, and you're simply going to attach your air hose here, control your air flow here, and on some of the systems or some of the kits, we actually offer it also with a clip-on pressure gauge. And what you're going to do here with this is clip this onto your standard stem, and you're going to be able to watch your tire pressure in real time, going down when you're deflating and going back up when you're inflating with the monster chuck. And that's the way I'd recommend buying it, is with this clip-on pressure gauge. This is my 1/4-inch pipe tap. It's a pipe thread tap, and I've got it marked right here with this blue masking tape, which is what I recommend you do when you're installing these. And that is to mark the exact depth that I want without over tapping the threads. If I over tap the threads or tapped it deeper, because it's a tapered thread, it'll actually continue to increase the size or the diameter of the threads until it can actually get too big, and I won't be able to get this thing tight. So you want to really be careful of not to over tap. And that's what I did here. It takes about 10 minutes per wheel. It takes me about 10 minutes per wheel to tap and install. So again, you don't even have to take the tire off the wheel. And I use my open-end wrench to turn the tap, because usually you don't have room in a wheel for the big tap handle. Very simple. So this is our monster valve. I'm going to show you how it works a little later on my rig. I have a crawler, BFG crawler 35-13.5 on a 15-inch rim that's 10 inches wide with a bead lock, so it's about a 10.5-inch wide wheel. This size wheel or this size tire volume would be about the same as a 37-1250 on a 17.